Bob, thanks for joining us. You're a very good sport. You're in Kingston, which was a great call, by the way. Great spot. You were there with thousands of people. And I know you've seen so much. I can't really believe that an eclipse would surprise you, but maybe I'm wrong.
Oh, you're absolutely wrong, Adrienne. I've seen, well, this is now my 7th eclipse that I've seen all over the world, from Africa to Indonesia to Hawaii, now in Kingston. And it is different. Every one of them is unique. And today we were up on a hill, which is a great perspective, that not only showed us the beautiful corona of the sun, that silvery fur that's around it that shone through, but we were able to see the actual shadow of the moon itself in the sky. We could see it coming, and we could see out of it along the bottom. We had a golden glow all along the horizon. There's nothing like seeing an eclipse with the eye. You have to see it. Photographs, videos don't do it. You got to experience to really know what it's about, and every one of them is just so special.
You know, can we talk for a moment about that moment just before totality? We kept hearing people talk about shadows or ripples on the ground. What was happening there?
Well, there are a lot of weird sort of visual effects that happen just before totality, because the sun is getting reduced to a smaller and smaller sliver of light, and it almost becomes a pinpoint, so that you can use your fingers as a pinhole camera and project the image of the sun on the ground. And then as the shadow approaches, there's this effect called shadow bands, where the light coming through the shadow and plus in the light makes these effects on the ground. So there are a lot of weird things happen. Colors go away. It gets very gray out. You feel like you're going colorblind. If light's shining through a tree, through all the leaves, each one of them acts like a little pinhole camera, and you get all these crescents on the ground.
So do you have any explanation, this is going to sound like a strange question, but for the feeling of it? Because we see darkness every night, obviously, but it just felt different. Is that because, and we weren't even in totality, is that because people were together? Is it an imagined feeling? Or is there something about the darkness that's different?
Well, first of all, in Toronto, you didn't get the whole show.
I know.
You got most of it. It's like going to Niagara Falls and stopping within a block of the falls, and you can hear them and all that, but you didn't actually see them. So you got an interesting experience. But the darkness of an eclipse is not like night. It's its own darkness. It's a different kind of darkness. And the sky doesn't go black like night. It goes to this deep cobalt blue, and that fades to a gold down to the horizon. So it's a strange light, and it's a very emotional experience. I was among 4,000 people, and during totality, everybody was like, whoa, wow, this is incredible, because it's a cosmic experience that has nothing to do with humanity. We can't do anything about it. It's going to happen anyway, and whether we're here or not. And you're just humbled by the fact that the powers of nature are surrounding you in such a profound way.
And, you know, there's that element of it, and then there is the science element of it, which is why I like talking to you about this, because we saw NASA scientists in Niagara Falls. You're in Kingston. Is this just a matter of a field trip, or are scientists hoping to learn something? I'm curious as to what eclipses can teach us and are teaching us.
No scientific equipment or telescopes or photography can. It's the eye that catches it, and it's the best camera that you have, and it's an entire environmental change. It's not just the sun. They chase eclipses because they want to experience it. Yeah, they'll talk about doing some science and all that, but really they just want to see it.
Okay, it was a field trip. So given that, when is the next time we're going to talk about this field trip? I get a bit confused about when the next one is, but when's the next big one in this region for Canadians?
Oh, for Canadians, I think it's 2044 or something like that. But eclipses happen almost every year, and they're just in different parts of the world. So I believe there's one in 2026 in Iceland. That would be interesting to go to.
Sure, let's go.
I've chased them to Africa and Indonesia, go all around. They're a great excuse to travel. And once you've seen one, you get hooked. So you'll go anywhere to see the next one. So, yeah, Iceland 2026.
Okay, I'll see you there.
See you there, Adrienne.
All right. Bob McDonald in Kingston. Thanks, Bob.
Okay, Adrienne.
Cheers.